Monsieur Gaudi-Nagy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dear Madam, I would like to congratulate you as the first President of Finland, and you are the really heavy soldier of the human rights. And you are a leader of a country which is one of the main examples how to treat the national communities. I would like to ask you whether you were the person who introduced the doctrine, which was named after you, Halonen doctrine, that a new country, if enter to a body just like Council of Europe, should implement all the prescriptions of Council of Europe. What about countries, for example, Romania, who are not inclined to follow, to implement, for example, the recommendation 1201 in order to form a special status for settlers who are living in Romania, almost 1 million? Thanks.
So, as I think that I already described briefly, that in the time of the very fast enlargement of the Council of Europe and then later on the European Union, we were facing the issue that in which way we could think that the democratization process could develop more positively. And in the Council of Europe, we thought that when you cannot build a new democratic state with the full respect for the human rights and with the rule of law and all this social justice in one night, so it would be best first to find the basic package, which is the most important. And after the candidate country has passed this first threshold, then they should make the public serious commitment to make the other reforms. And that succeeded pretty well. I was myself the rapporteur for Slovakia. I hope that there are members of Slovakia present, and that succeeded, I think, well in that way. But in those days, the new member countries, as we call them in that time, they were complaining that how this is possible, that you are scrutinizing all the details of our system when the own members, we can even show that what's kind of the mistakes you have made. So sometimes we used a very bad sense of humor, and we said that, you see, the founding members of the club have always the privileges. But sooner or later, we came also to the same conclusion. There's no more the new members and the old members, but we are all the equal members of the Council of Europe. And we have to see it in such a way that nobody is perfect, not one person, not a country. And so the system, how we should follow up now the processes, implementing the agreements and how to find the ways to face the new challenges should be quite natural. I mean, that you do in all your countries. You don't think that the system, what you found 20 years ago, is still valid. You make reforms all the time. And that we should find together. And sometimes the help of the neighbor, sometimes the help of the Strasbourg could help us to find easier, faster the new solutions. Of course, what you mentioned, name with the one member country, can be mentioned some other countries, but I would say that this is a brotherly or sisterly critics to each other, which I hope that you make with the, how could I say, for the good purposes in such a way that you can find the ways why not. And the other way around, I will say those who will receive the critics, don't think that, oh, they don't love us. It's not a question of love. It's a question to becoming better. And in that way, every one of us, I including, we could tell that which kind of the new steps we should take in our countries. But please, don't underestimate the help of your neighbors and friends, and especially here the Council of Europe, which is a common forum, and also the Human Rights Court, and also now the new Human Rights Commissioner. I think this is the way, not only to criticize, but to help to find a solution.